Get out! Oh, get out! Stop it! How's it? Ooh, how's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Bullshit. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel.
I'm weak.
I'm weak.
Higher.
Higher. Oh, let's get down this, because without love, there's nothing. The greatest of all. Alright, okay, whatever that is.
Are you scared?
Am I scared? Yes, I'm scared. Aloha, everybody. It's Thursday, August 28th. It's getting to be the end of August. Okay.
I come and go.
I gotta say this. I'm gonna try to do a short one because I gotta go visit my mom because it's the scheduling. I want to go visit my mom, but it's when I go there, or it's whenever my sister doesn't. So it's like my schedule wraps around, oh, what's the scoop? And then last minute, never mind. Jeez, just crazy. So anyways, it's Thursday.
Sacrifice.
And I'm a little conflicted. A little vlog, little news. The birdies, still chasing them. They're getting an idea, and a little conflicted about what to do about this school shooting. If I could cover it, so I guess I'm just gonna cover it because it's hard to just pretend it didn't happen. It's all over the news, of course, and you probably already know it. And you don't even have to watch this. As a matter of fact, there's some other thing I want to cover too. It's I
can't get through.
Someone's been leaving comments. That's okay, but the comments are kind of defending Trump and somewhat insulting. And I'm just going, hey. So I responded. I took the bait because I guess they call it trolling. They insult you and then you engage. It's a trolling thing. So I took the bait and said something, and it's and then now there's a response with statistics. It's look,
slow,
look,
injured.
If you wanna support Trump, go for it. Just not on my channel. I even said, hey, if you want to be insulting, I can always delete these things. Poof, and they're gone. They're still there. I didn't delete them, and they're like, you just delete from your 4 viewers. How juvenile. This whole channel, the purpose is being a little bit juvenile. It's like the inner child within the adult coping with this stuff. So if you want to use stats and support Trump and Sam Rock, go ahead. Do it someplace else, though, I don't see, here's the thing. I don't want to engage in a back and forth with someone who's obviously all Trumpy. If you want a MAGA, I don't want to. It's okay, that's what you are. Bye. Because, shit. That guy, it was just
not necessary.
Statistics, and shit. It was about the crime rate in those cities. Yeah, the crime went down a few years. In each of the cities, the crime rate went down. In Washington, D.C., a couple of years went down. In Chicago areas that went down. But not when Biden, and it was when Trump's Department of Justice took over that it went the other way. No. See, that's what they're hoping to claim. Here's the crime rates going down in a couple of Democratic cities. Then MAGA Trump says, it's outrageous, it's out of control. And they send troops, and they're standing around. They're not really doing anything. They're standing there showing a presence. And then they're going to later on go, the crime rates went down because we did something, and now we're going to take over the other democratic cities. The idea is putting armed troops in democratic cities for takeover kind of style of Stalin or Hitler. That's the dictator thing to do. You put in the troops. And his health is going too, so I'm sort of sick of Trump anyways. I'm like, damn it, I'm almost like I don't give a shit. But anyway, so that aside, the shooting. Now, it was Minneapolis, a church. Well, they were gathered in a Catholic church because it was a Catholic school, and it was the first day of school, so they're having a little mass before going to school. One of those church things before school starts. And
Can you help me?
Children were shot. See, I don't want. That's why I'm trying to make this short, but I can't just. I need
Help
to
me.
choose my words in a sense because
He won't leave.
Neil, he won't leave. I know. So the fact that children were shot with a gun, 2 died. Many.
Failure.
There's a handful that are still in hospital recuperating, getting treatment.
They hide.
The fact that the children were shot at with someone with a gun is freaking mind-blowing. Like, that's, of course that's tragic, of course that's sad, and all of that. Okay. But there's a couple things that should be noted. One is the news is covering the tragic side a little too heavy-handed. They're cashing in a sense, with their sponsors and news attention on, oh, it's so tragic, oh, it's so tragic, oh, it's so tragic, oh, it's so tragic. It's like, how many, yeah. That should be for the people, prayers for the survivors and the families affected and the people that helped out. Yeah, and the kids recovering, healing. But now it's like that is a feature, and that should be personal for them that went through the tragedy. It's not for us to go, oh, my life, oh, the tragedy, oh, the pathos I feel because of the. It's not a contest of how much pathos, how much I feel about. No, it's a freaking tragedy.
Experiment.
That's one thing. I mean, yes, it is tragic, and of course, but those are the ones that suffer the tragedy, not us watching the news. And they're like cashing in on. Now, another one is that it's a shooting, basically a school shooting. So, another school shooting. Everyone's going to be flipping out over it, and then it's going to be forgotten until there's the next school shooting. These things are way too common.
Failure.
So my thing is, who's the mofo with the gun? What the fuck? Why did they get a gun? Okay, that's where you solve the problem that could possibly have a solution. Those people shouldn't have guns. Was it they're calling it domestic terrorism. And domestic is American. So it's an American, not foreign. Domestic, not foreign. So some American did a terrorist act, and it was against Catholics, and now it's Trump lowering the flags to half-mast, and he's going to have an excuse to raid whatever next city. But here's the thing. What is the main thing about that? Some nut job had a gun. That's the thing. There's just like the guns on the street. It's the gun question. Now watch this gets twisted, and it's not going to be how many guns are out there, because the NRA and the gun makers are the biggest lobbyists for the Second Amendment, and everybody's on board. I need my gun to go shoot the squirrels, and it's an M15 automatic, this and that, stock barrels, and you don't need machine guns to shoot Bambi if you're gonna go shoot Bambi in the woods. And then self-protection in the house and all this kind of thing. And everyone's like gun-oriented heavy. So, the shooter was some 20-year-old guy who transitioned in his mind, like his identity, not like an operation. So he's identifying as a trans. So he names himself a girl name. He was in he had a manifesto, so he had a bone to pick, and I don't know what the manifesto particularly said, but I don't think it was anti-Catholic, but maybe it could be because of this trans thing. You know, in his mind, he was troubled. In his mind, he's going through conflict. Like, who am I? And that person, grew up from, like, that church, that school. So, like, he went to that elementary school. So he's going back to the old school. That guy's old school. And I say that guy because he wasn't a girl. He was a guy. Yeah. It's like, you get the operation, whatever, talk to somebody else already. But was this guy that went to that school. So he went back to his old school. And he was having mental problems. Because emotional conflict. Who am I? Emotional conflict. And he might have been, you know, maybe the church says that's wrong, and so he's going, I'm right, you're wrong, I'll save you, whatever the
I don't understand.
Mental gymnastics, how did he get to the point where he's shooting at
Can you hear her?
Like psychologically at his former self, I wish I never lived, so those kids will never, I don't know, whatever the psyche of a killer before they start pulling the trigger. So, he was mentally disturbed. For sure, emotional, mentally disturbing, and he was 20. Now, he was from that school, and he was trying to get inside. He was trying to get inside the thing, and there's a big space. If you look at this video, there's no violence. I mean, you know, there's no that kind of graphic. It's right after the shooting. So yes, there was violence, but they're all leaving, and if you look at that big space, like. Where was the shooter? Well, the shooter couldn't get inside, so lucky for the kids, because it could have been a lot worse, because he had a gun or a shotgun, this and a handgun, and he had like a rifle, a shotgun, and a handgun. He was packing. He was a 20-year-old. Where does he get these guns? And he's mentally disturbed, and he has these guns. And the mental disturbance also comes from his online hero-worshipping former shooters in school shooters. The school shooters from before. He's like hero worship. He researched it so much, he was like hero worship. Like, I want to be remembered like they're being remembered type of. So, that is, I think, the main key. Mentally disturbed. He shot through from the outside through pane glass windows, so it was like, you know, they're just inside. The innocent kids, the angels, were inside, and through the pane glass windows came the shot. So he's like outside. It's like, oh, how freaky is that? They're praying, and through the pane glass windows, bullets and shot. There's a shotgun blast. Some kid had jumped on another kid and got a shotgun to the back. I think, I'm not sure of this condition, but there's the heroism things. But all in all, mentally deranged had the guns. How? It's not a trans issue, no, but they're gonna probably spin it so it is. But it's the guy's got guns, access to. They were legally bought guns, and he was mentally kook. That's the issue, and that's a gun issue. So now it's gonna be a heavy-duty twisting of that. And if you look at,
turn it on.
If you look at Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, when someone took a pot shot at him, the guy was a 20-year-old. He was even a Trumpy person. He was 20-year-old, and he was shooting from a roof, and they killed him. But he was just a nut kid, lone gunman, nut. But how did he get a gun? From his dad. His dad's cabinet. There's the gun. So that's the thing. And suspicious, you see, because Trump had a nick in his ear. Remember, he had this, my ear, and everyone wore the bandages. And then later, like a week later, there's no damage to his ear. As this bullet hole magically vanished. I'm suspicious about, I was, what? Really? Because you notice there's like, it's all magic gone now. Anyways, Hawaii news. Here we go. Grief and shock. So I covered a ton of it, but it's mostly like their grief, not our grief.
Shovel.
And the guy was just, how did he get all these guns? And he started another school shooting. I'm just gonna forget about it until the next school shooting. How do you stop that? Get the people.
Museum.
Go to the museum. And it's football. Still prep football. And he's got football too. Yeah, freaking detractors. Now my whole video is like bummer because not just the shooter but the detractor. Okay, let's.
Keys.
Of course, this is juvenile.
Someone's suing Sting. Oh gosh.
Claim that you're unpaid royalties. Remember in 1967 when you want to relax, you just take a nice little 67. Just take a nice little walk down the dirt road. Oh, nice neighborhood. Two brothers walked past a row of abandoned, run-down homes along Farrington Highway in Waianae. That was in 67. Not too good, eh? Not too fun living there. Oh, look. Oh, it's Japanese word of the week. Oh, don't you? It's Japanese word of the week. Oh, yay.
Higasa Danchi. Men who use parasols.
Amanda.
While parasols were traditionally used by women, in recent years their use has been encouraged for everyone to protect against UV rays and extreme heat.
Higasa.
Quickly.
Higasa Danshi. Men with umbrellas. Alright. Oh boy. Political cartoon?
We're unhappy with Trump's latest dictatorial moves.
Satisfying.
Jeffries. Schumer.
We're used unhappy before. Let's go with troubled. A little wine, a little beer.
Yeah, this is the Democrats are just, they're too weak about fighting back. That's what that is about.
Okay. School, air conditioning, bicycles, crosswalk, regulations, native point, glass bike.
Here we go. This one. Ooh.
Militarization of U.S. cities not a good look.
Lots of news and comments on President Donald Trump's hoping to replicate his D.C. law enforcement efforts in Boston, L.A., and other cities across the country, with the administration making moves to once again use the U.S. military for its anti-crime agenda. I know.
Rosary beads.
These cities are garbage pits of crime, corruption, and malfeasance. But I beg the president to not use the federal officers or militarized law enforcement and try to clean them up. The visual of those troops on the ground will only provide detractors with ammunition to beat our ears to death. Cleanup and safety must come from the people that live there, not from the federal occupation, which is what it will become. James Pritchett, Pahoa, Hawaiian Islands. Oh, thank you, James, for talking in Tudu voice and writing that one. Yay. Well, look,
This happens. It's here.
You're going,
I
please.
want to talk.
Okay, a couple of mistakes. I know this is kind of tongue-in-cheek, I think, a little bit. Donald Trump, oh please, President Donald Trump, I beg of you. Okay, that tactic doesn't work, and you're not going to get it from a letter and that to the editor anyway. Oh, please don't. But you're saying please don't because the visual, the optics of it looks like
I know.
troops on the ground. That visual optic is going to give fuel to the detractors, and then you'll never hear the end of it. Oh, they'll just keep talking about that. You know, no, that's not why you should not have. But in the end, you kind of save yourself with their point being made. Cleanup
I'm
and
from
safety
here.
must come from people that live there, not from federal occupation, which is what it will become. Exactly. Finally, the real point is federal occupation, as you put it. The troops under the command of Trump in your democratic city to intimidate your democratic governor or your democratic voters, because we got midterm elections coming up and they don't like losing. They want to win at all costs, because I think if they lose, Trump's going to be instantly freaking impeached.
Move out of my way.
Move out of my way.
Move out of my way.
Okay, time to go. Aloha. I hope it wasn't too long. Aloha to you.
It's what's day? It's Thursday. Thursday. So why don't you comment? So right there.